Hi, this is Mitch Wagner from Light Reading. We're here at Mobile World Congress. Hi, thank you for joining us today.
Good morning.
So Cosmos, now a part of ENEA. How does that change things for your customers?
Well, actually, for our customer, it's very good news because ENEA and Cosmos both are in the middleware space. Our business is to provide building blocks like operating system, DPI software to build security equipment or solutions, to build telecom infrastructure solutions. And so we're providing more technology with more manpower. We're now a company of 500 people worldwide to be able to provide this technology and services.
So what are your strategic directions now?
Okay, so strategic direction, we're going to stay on this middleware space on one side, still providing operating system DPI middleware. We're also very involved in NFV. We think that most of the networks are going to be virtualized, and in the telecom infrastructure, you have this NFV initiative that was started 4 years ago, which is now taking some momentum, and we're seeing more and more people interested in deploying NFV. We have a lot to bring there, both in the operating system side, but also on DPI and application awareness.
Okay, so how do you see yourselves as playing in the NFV ecosystem?
So in the NFV ecosystem, actually, we have two elements of this strategy now as we're part of ENEA. Number one, we provide the building blocks to build this, what you call the NFV infrastructure. And for that, you need to provide the operating system, you need to provide the management element, what we call element center. And the other thing is, with the DNA we have on DPI with Cosmos, we believe that on NFV infrastructure, it's very important to share the DPI stacks. You don't want to have one DPI per VNF. You really want to share DPI for multiple applications, such as security or quality of service. And this shared DPI, which can be implemented as a VNFC, virtual network function component, is something that we have done, and we're ready to provide to the industry as a whole.
Okay. Now I know from our previous conversation we had talked about you guys see yourselves as a little bit different from most software companies. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. So we're very different in that with this middleware background, we're very close to the hardware, and what that means is that as a customer benefit, it's really bringing a lot of performance to the users. So we work very closely with people like Intel, like ARM, and ARM partners such as Broadcom or Cavium to be able to deliver very good performance when they implement their operating system on soon when they are going to deploy NFV. Okay, so it's very key to be very close to the hardware to implement virtualized applications in a very efficient way.
Okay, so what do you see as the future both for yourselves and for NFV?
I think NFV is now being implemented. We have a number of proof of concept, especially in Asia. We see that the virtual CPE use case is actually the use case which is going to start the earliest. I think people are going to want to deploy virtual CPE because if you think about it, deploying hardware CPE is very costly, both in terms of deployment and also in terms of maintenance and cost of operation. So this is the most important use case. The other thing which is very important in NFV is the whole initiative around service chaining. In order for your infrastructure to be efficient, you want to provide this chain of services so a given packet can be handled by the relevant servers. You don't want to have duplication of effort, or if you want to be handled by a parental control server, don't go to the video optimization server. Okay, so I would say those are the two key things and where we see proof of concept, virtual CPE and service chaining.
So what is the advantage to virtual CPE as you see it?
The virtual CPE really provides just a CPE as a software on standard hardware. It could be Intel again or ARM. It's very flexible, very easy to deploy. With our DPI, you can implement a number of functions like security functions or quality of service or even analytics function. So it's a very easy way to deploy a CPE as a software in the customer premise.
And you don't have to roll out a separate appliance every time you want to make
Exactly.
a change. You don't have to send a car or a truck out
Exactly.
to deal with that.
Yeah.
Now, on the issue of service chaining, how is service chaining advantageous?
So the service chaining plays a big role in service enablement. You want to provide services which are more tailored, per subscriber or per application. If you deploy service chaining, then the chain of service that you have established is going to provide a much more efficient implementation of the service which has been subscribed by your user. Okay, and that's really the way to again have a very efficient telecom infrastructure without having a packet go through a bunch of servers which are useless.
Yeah, so the packet doesn't have to be touched by every server and every service. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much.